Throughout time, we have always been fascinated by people who use doublespeak and different forms of confusion and the like, whether it's in an Orwellian dystopian model or whether it's something else. What we're seeing right now is beyond anything ever even imagined, and that is this "do you believe me or your lying eyes" phenomenon that is going on regarding Joe Biden. Now, one of the reasons why Karine Jean-Pierre has been so effective at what she's been doing is that people have made the mistake of thinking that she's stupid, that she's an idiot. She is specifically placed there, and she is anything but stupid. She employs an obstinacy, a deliberate, focused discontinuation, disruption, untethering, and a lack of concern, an ennui, if you will, for anything involving the truth, reality. She is paid to distort the obvious at levels you can't believe, all the while shuffling through her imaginary notes, shuffling through this distraction, indicating to you, I'm either moving on. I'm not trying to find the answer to what you're saying. I'm just thumbing through a J. Crew catalog, or I'm just looking at a menu for lunch. I don't care. Oh, I'm sorry, did you say something? And during the course, she has this wonderful way of, and while you think her wig might be too tight, it's deliberate. And what it is also is this man in black, the Neuralyzer, Men in Black, kind of a, just watch this and you're not going to remember anything. And you will become habituated to it. I can't say this enough. We've never seen anything like this before. This whole week, no matter what you say, no matter how you look at it, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, if you have two eyes and a sense of compassion, you must realize that what is happening to Joe Biden is beyond cruel at this point. He is going through all of the phases of something, and I'm not a physician, whether it's Alzheimer's or some form of dementia or Lewy bodies. I have no idea. Everybody in our country is an expert on everything: the Constitution, the Bible, the law, medicine. I don't know, but if you don't think something is wrong with him, you're not paying attention. As a great friend of mine one time said, would you want Joe Biden to drive you home from the airport? And it's a fascinating question. It's one of those things that makes you wonder, is this even remotely happening? How is this happening? How is this, not Joe Biden, but the lack of concern? They don't care. This past week when the notables, when the shadow government rogues gallery decided to come in at this big fundraiser, imagine raising millions of dollars. It's not for him, but for the Democratic cause. All those people, by the way, are on the shadow government payroll. Their careers were helped. They got out of jams. God knows. Let me just tell you this. Remember, the two leading industries today in the world are human trafficking and extortion, blackmail. That's what that feller who was dispatched in his federal jail cell, that's what he was all about. And nobody to this day knows what happened to all of the countless hours of recordings and hard drives and videos and pictures. And I mean, it's just there in some vault, ready to be used as leverage. All right, but that's a different story. But what those people in Hollywood know is that it's time for you to pay back. You are an extension of the shadow government. Now, we always knew that there was an interplay between Hollywood and politics from the days of Capra and propaganda and the like in the war. This isn't that at all. They are actual units of, they are a part of, they are consistent with an aspect of the government, separate and distinct from anything else, where they sort of work not for the government, under the government, with the government, because, as Breitbart said, politics is downstream from entertainment. They are the shadow government. You can call them globalists, you can call them deep state, you can call them whatever you want. But the political realm, Washington, is merely one aspect of accomplishing what they want. And by the way, this is not so much here. Look what's happening in France with the decline of neoliberalism. Look what's happened to Macron. It's happening there, and that's okay. They're very patient. They're cyclical. They'll wait it out. They'll go someplace else. But remember, it's not Washington. It's not Chuck Schumer. And the funny part about it is that the lies that they work in concert with people like, who was it, Daily Mail this week, that said that, Obama and Schumer and others are sitting back and they're debating, actually debating after the first debate, interesting, whether or what they will do regarding Joe Biden. Now, I have been saying since 2022, at least before that Gavin Newsom is going to be the nominee, and I recognize, as did most people, that when I saw the indications of his weirdness during the corn pop episode, I realized that was a different story. And a lot of us realize it. I'm not exactly Nostradamus. This wasn't that Pythonic or Vatic, or I wasn't necessarily reading or interpreting the entrails of the beast in that one. What I am saying, and what I am telling you right now, and what I am pointing out very, very clearly is something which is very, very critical. And I want you to listen to me. It is something that has to do with the idea and with this critical nature, this critical notion, this critical aspect of a form of habituating you to accepting lies, distortion, hallucinations. They're getting you to just get used to it, to not question it, to not ask, to not feel insulted, to just tell you. It's been done a lot of times in religious sects where people will say, well, why is that? Well, it is because it is. Well, it's a mystery. That's the mystery. And they know how to finagle you. They make you feel stupid. Well, you don't think this is real, do you? You don't believe. To say deep fake and AI, and they're going to bring, and Russian bots, they threw a few deliberate phony bots this week blaming Russians to keep up this trope, this meme, this tropism. This is one of the greatest psychological exercises ever in the history of the distortion of public opinion. This is like nothing we've ever seen before. This isn't even Orwell. Orwell was child's play. This is habituation. This is lying and mendacity as an art form. This is like nothing we have ever seen. What do you think, dear friend? Let me know in the comment sections. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our noble venture. Please like these videos. Please. And comment. Comment as you see fit.